We should be back live here, the late session here, but I hope you're gonna enjoy it. Okay, so this is morning DAX. So what I want to go over today is there's no further progress above 24,000. DAX is not trading at the same level as it used to, and when we see Nasdaq is really pushing up, you can see Nasdaq is almost trading at its all-time high. So Nasdaq sold off, recovered, sold off, recovered, super strong. That's just giving me idea of that. Okay, there could be change of direction for the market. Overall, it used to be Nasdaq that was like, sorry, that it was DAX, the European stock market, that was very strong, and now it looks like that this is going to recover faster. So there's different things, not to overcomplicate, not to overthink. Let's just follow the system. Let's just follow the rules that works, and it works. It worked yesterday. It worked Wednesday, Tuesday. If you hold on to it, and you would have risk 41 points. Like if your entry is bad, risk 50 points, but then still only risk half a percent, just size a little bit down. The percentage you risk your bankroll management, your risk management, should never change just because you are risking more points. Okay, so what I want to go over is like, if your entries is always a little tricky, you're not super sure if it closed above, you always enter wrong, size down, risk 50 points, and it will still work for you. I mean, it will, like if you go back, but it's like, it's very important, like when it's closing above, when it push, and you just don't go in, because then it will automatically maybe correct itself a little bit. So try to, if let's say we have want to go in, let's say we have an open range breakout at 23,760, right? That's the orb, and we have 15 points above. So this case it will be from like 760 to like 775. So if we have the orb and the close above 775, don't go in at like 800, like go in around 775 or 776, and then risk the 41 points or 50 points. It doesn't really matter. Like I could still be risking 10 points and risk half a percent. I could also be risking 100 points and risk half a percent. So 50 points, not too complicated, not to confuse you, but if you always a little worried about if this is correct, it is always correct. Always, if you're using orb and you're following the trend and you're waiting for it to close above and continue to push. Okay, so even if it continues to push and it comes down and up again and comes down and it's really selling off, if it's still an orb and it's still triggered, if it's still an orb, it can still be below and when you enter it. So let's say we have DAX here this morning here, it should come all the way back to 24,600. I'm pretty confident that it will come back, so I'm very close to take a long and just hold it and set and forget. But let's say that we have an orb at below 760 plus 15 points, below 740, and then we take a short, let's say here at 740, and then it sells all the way back up. Let's say that you didn't manage to catch this short here, and then it comes up here. Will you still take a short? Yeah, because we have an orb. So many people think, yeah, then this is not a short, then it's an open range breakout on the long side. That's also correct. Then it have to move further progress. So if it just goes down here, let's say it coming to 760, and then that's the orb level. That's where we have the line. It's important you pay attention because you might not get this still. But then if we have 15 points below, and it closed below the 50-minute bar, and then we go and then it closed below and it's still off, and then it goes back to 820, you could take a short still here. Okay, and then you should still have your stop loss in place, I mean, from your entry, but it's still an orb short if it sells below. Just because it's coming right back up is just to get liquidity and to get some fake out, and then it's going to dump. So I mean, don't pay attention to really what the market is doing afterwards. It's still an orb short. If it goes above here with more than 15 points, it's an orb long. Okay, so I mean, what should you be doing, and what should you be doing for yourself, and how to adopt and how to learn? Wait always to enter, wait for further progress, further selling confirmation. So on Nasdaq, many of you got stopped out yesterday because if you look at the 50-minute bar, so this was actually yesterday, as you can see, right? This was yesterday. I think so. Yeah, it was yesterday. So at somehow this was the opening. Many of you took a short because it went below 400 and it closed below, but there was no further progress. I mean, this is not further progress. This is the first hour. Then it went right back up again. So I mean, why should I not just take a long? So first we have an orb short, fine. Then you could have done that, but I didn't choose to because I know we have news on Friday and I know the market is trending up. Normally when we sell off, I look at the moving average and I can see on average we coming below, like on average like maybe 80 points. I mean, for me to see like 80 points, 100 points selling pressure, that for me is not enough, and especially not when the candle. So why did I not take a short? Let me just break it down for you very clear. That bar here did not manage to close below that bar. Okay, so if that bar, the open bar, the next bar here, right, this is the opening range bar, right? So there is so much volatility from 500 back to 415, so there's like 90 points. Because there is no really clear direction and this is just back and forth, and then number two bar is just back and forth, then I say to myself, I'm gonna not trade, I'm gonna just stay cash. And then I saw this red candle came in, but that candle is not closing at its lowest point, and then the new candle is coming in and that candle is not closing below the body, and it's not really giving us any sign of confirmation, right? Here, there was no sign of confirmation. It went up, down, it closed there. The next bar, it's okay. The next bar, so weak. Then we have a stronger bar, and that's the way I'm thinking we could probably go long here at 500, because there was no, the market is trending up. Like you're buying into the trend. It might not make sense, and I mean, this would not make any sense to me if I was trading for only a couple of years. I mean, I first started understanding and learning after probably like 5-6 years. But that's how I hit my first million. I mean, it's just only do one trade per session. If you have a candle that's gonna look like this, you don't trade. You can wait to 5-6 o'clock, and if it breaks above with more than 15 points, then you could go long because it's just trending up. Like, I mean, you cannot predict it, but you could kind of like see where the market, overall market is going and where it's heading. So we used to see this. So it's not surprising that the market is actually pushing up. So, I mean, there's no further progress below 400. So why should I take a short? I mean, the opening range lows was 415, right? That was the lows. You agree with me? Yeah. And then we adding 15 points, right? So we adding 15 points, that's here. And then we go short, but there was no progress. Like people, they just see the close below and then they go in. No, I want to give it some time. I want to wait for the candle to close at the lowest point. So I mean, once I start seeing, so pay attention to this. This is how you can learn and this is how you can be successful. So I mean, once you're seeing candles, this is the only thing you basically need to be very successful. Once you see candles that looks like this, I'll upload it. But if you see candlesticks that's gonna look like this, right? And this first, second candle, you don't trade. And if you want to trade, fine with me. But what you're doing here is you're waiting for that candle number third to really start selling off and maybe come below 350 to get enough confirmation, and not just go in short by hoping. The market just sold off from, you saw the market went to 500 above, didn't close above, it closed below. So this is the fake out you have to recognize. I mean, for me to go short yesterday, I would have to see that the number fourth candle, because of these two weak candles that no further proclamation, I had to see the fourth candle be red and close below. Okay, so if the two candle looks like this, the fourth candle needs to also be red and close below the third candle. That's a short. And then you could target round numbers 23,000 back to here, right? But it didn't happen. It was just the same pattern. Like, was there any news yesterday? No. Was there any earnings yesterday? No. Was there anything that could make the market sell off? No, because the market is in a waiting position. So it's a combination of pattern recognition, a system that I follow, and news and experience. But I would say it's 95% these two candles that make the choice of me not trading. Okay, because of the fourth candle did manage to be red and close below, I didn't trade it, and I took a long, and I let you know it was an orb. You agree with me? It was an orb long. Great. And what did I do when I was up 120 points? Moved doubles to break even, and I mean I was up 60 points. Then I was moving stop loss to break even, just following my own system. Like, I don't know if you have access to this, but if you go to my Discord, yeah, but I just follow. That's why people have to learn this themselves. That's what I'm all about. So I built this system out for myself. It's an orb, and it's very important you wait for further momentum, further progress. But there's system 1, system 2. I don't know if you have that, but if you're not, then you could just go in here and book a call with me, and then we could figure something out. I'm happy to see what we could do. But I just want to keep it so simple for you that don't rush it. You know the market is trending up. If there's what should, like, there's nothing that could make the market sell off. Like, what should make the market sell off? Like, your position or what? There's nothing. There's no news. There's nothing. What was yesterday? Yesterday there's nothing. Like it was not really like. There was the news, right? Great news. Okay, good. It was after 4, right? Correct. It was after 4. After 4, but it didn't continue. So I mean, there's no more news for today, and then you have tomorrow news. So it's based on that one here, that pattern recognition. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna trade anything. I mean, it's so hard to predict. I mean, I will maybe take a trade. So this is number one candle, number 2, number 3. So if number 4 candle is going to close below 750, short, but then I don't want to go in at 750 because it might bounce back to 800. So I like to go short at 800, but the number 4 candle have to stop and have to take the trade after number 4 candle. So I mean, this number 4, listen, have to close below here. Then it could do whatever you want to do afterwards. If I have selling pressure, momentum, I'll take a short. And if it really sells off and go back, I mean, you just have to wait for the candle to close below 750, round numbers, close below with more than 15 points. From highs to lows, you have actually over 100 points. So I will probably add 30 points. So you will probably add, the lowest point is, so you add 30 points. So below 726, you would short it. So that this number 4 candle have to close below, and then the number 5 candle have to come down here. Then I'll short it back to probably 500. But again, it's very tricky. I mean, it's hard. I mean, you're just using the orb. It will work over 100 trades. Here you can also use the orb. I'm more down today for long above 900. I mean, we have close price of 870, so you can add 30 points. And now you ask, is it from the higher week? It is, but I mean, for me, it's fine if we just break above 900, and then we could take 15 points and extra, and then if it closes above the 4 or the 5 candle, I'm gonna go in. So I'm gonna use an orb long or orb short, no matter what the market is doing. I'm just gonna wait because I'm gonna wait for the number 4 candle to close. I'm not gonna take it now. There's no orb, but just follow the orb. But I just want to explain why yesterday I didn't took anything, because there was no further progress and the candle looks like this. Okay, I'll let you know if I take a trade. Right now I'm just holding cash, and yeah, I'll be back later trading with you. Okay.